If you become the observer of your emotions, you can deactivate the overwhelming state. In this video, I will explain how these overwhelming states can build up and how it is easy to deactivate by targeting the main cause of it. So first we need to understand, when we are overwhelmed, it means that we have in our system many things active at the same time. It can either be emotions that are tied, that are linked with thoughts, and then they feed up each other in a cascade. And this mechanism is associated with conflicts that we have in our lives, with solutions that we want to find for problems. It can be stress, it can be worries concern our health on different levels, physical, emotional, and mentally, right? Or it can also come from a shift in our perception that can be or not linked with a spiritual awakening, which will cause then a state of cognitive dissonance and other change in perspectives that I will not deepen so much in here. But your overwhelmed state can also be a sign of your spiritual progression, okay? So either the case, no matter which situation it's stemming from, what happens is you have many things activated in your system and you cannot sort out which one you will focus on. What I mean by this, if you observe yourself, you will notice that you have a thought. Let's imagine you have a subject A to D. You have a thought regarding the worry of subject A, and you are with it. Maybe you are thinking, okay, but he said this, okay, maybe I can buy that, okay, maybe I can leave this here. And in the middle of this creeps in another thought. So it comes the subject B. Then you start to feel, oh no, but I cannot do this. And I'm scared because this happened. And I feel this about him. And, they didn't tell me this. Oh, the schedule is that, and I cannot be there on time. Things like that. So then when you start to think about solutions or how to organize, how to focus your mind and your resources in the solutions of B, may become something from the D, which D, it's connected with subject A and loops back. And you find yourself again in A, and in this state you go like, ah, because you just went into a loop, jumping from one subject to the other, from one subject to the other, and you don't find solution in any. And when there is this loop coming back to the same point with no resolution, we start to feel the overwhelm, which is this building up of emotions and thoughts and worries and stress that don't lead to a solution, to a resolution. On a physiological level of our body, this compromises our rational thinking. Why? Because this jumping is already activating hormones and activating stressors of our physiological, natural response to stress. And as our emotions and thoughts build up and go in this like closed circle without the sensation that we don't have a way out, that's why we feel trapped, we feel overwhelmed, it also builds up these chemicals in our body. And then our brain and our nervous system will accordingly act upon those reactions. And then you get even more stuck, because even then, even the solution comes to you, or one thought that could be applicable to what you want to resolve, you will not be in the mental state. You will not have the support of your nervous system and of your brain, of your chain of thoughts. I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic, so here it is. Chain of thoughts that will support that you can implement that solution. The overwhelming is such that even can affect your discernment. What I mean by this? No. Your discernment will be compromised in the sense that you will not evaluate if that solution is actually the best, or if it's a middle step, or if you take that solution in subject A, and which in turn is linked with subject D, will actually solve or will compromise even more. And if it solves this, you still have B, and then it keeps the spiral. because you are in this trigger state of jumping from one emotion to the other emotion, one thought to the other thought, and you don't have the coherence inside of you. You don't have the balance on a hormonal and physical level that supports those processes that are happening on you on other levels of your beingness. Okay, so what to do? What to do is to step back. You become the observer, because the trick, it's quite simple when you find it. I will explain you how you find it, and it can take time, but when you find it, it's quite simple. The trick is to find the one that is how can I say this, connected, that is the core of all of it. There is one of it, it doesn't matter if you have 4 subjects or 10 subjects, there is one of it that if you target that, if you find that one, the other ones will fall down, will crumble away. Okay, and the only way to be able to detect which one work first is if you become the observer. So you detach from it, you can observe your emotions, you can feel your emotions without being them, you can observe your thoughts without being them. You put yourself in a state of calmness by grounding yourself. Use the techniques that you want. You become the observer. I have a really good video around meditation tips that you can watch that can help you with this. So by becoming the observer, you detach for whatever is happening. You are not the problem. You are not looking for the solution. You are not the thoughts. You are not the emotions. This, first of all, automatically allows your hormones to, gives the signal to the brain, okay, we are not in stress anymore, we can relax. Then by detaching, you become the observer. You have the clarity to detect which topic it is. And when you start to work on the topic that is crucial, the others will fall into place. Because the only thing that we need to do to deactivate an overwhelmed state is to stop this loop, this jumping from place to place, from situation to situation, thought to thought, and then looping back to the point zero and don't have any solution, right? So if we can stop this movement inside of us, we can then focus and separate and target the different subjects separately. And the way that I found that is very effective, it's to this: you detach from wherever it is that it's happening. And by doing so, automatically go like, oh, okay, so I don't have to solve this today. There is nothing happening like in this exact moment that will compromise like my life or my survival. So I'm safe. And I don't have to find a solution now. Let me see which of these topics I can address first. This detachment creates this space where this release will come and the answer will come. And also it gives you the permission slip to say, okay, I will focus just on this topic. Because like I was explaining, we go from A to B to B to D to D, back to A, and so on. And we don't stop because we don't know which one is more important. It's like we are locked in a state of emergency, not knowing which urgency we need to tend first, right? We are activating our survival mechanism. Everything seems equally important or equally threatening to our well-being, and we don't know how to sort this out, how to prioritize and which topic to prioritize. So by detaching and finding that one topic, that by deactivating that, by solving that, it will bring you resolution to the others too, even if not directly. Indirectly they will, because they will allow you to position yourself in a state that then you can think and act and rationalize the next steps regarding the other topics. Okay, so you do this, stay still, let the answer come to you, and then you say to yourself, I will focus just on this. If another thought from another topic comes, it's like, okay, I know, I see you, I acknowledge, I know you were here, I know I have this concern, but not now. And then you prioritize that one that you found. This can take time based on how practice you have on becoming present with your body, detaching from your thoughts and your emotions. And trust. What do I mean by trust? Trust that the answer will be given to you. Trust in your connection with the divine. Trust with with the information that you are given right now, that actually this is how it works, like from me or from whatever, but from whatever source, but that actually there are people that go through this and they sort it out, they understand it, and they can solve it, which means that there is a way out, right? You can anchor yourself in points of trust, so you can also calm your nervous system and don't spiral in worries of survival mechanisms that run automatically and autopilot. Okay, so this is my take. Once again, I hope this helps, and be kind to yourself today.